Hey guys, today I'm going to tell you what is in my bag. Let's get into it. This is my bag. This is my current bag. This is the Protactic 450 AEW by Lowepro. I've had this for a year or two. Fantastic bag. Got a nice back pocket there. It's got various pockets here at the front. You can attach zips and things on the front, on the side. You can put a tripod on the side. And you open it up inside, and then you've got various different pockets and stuff. Laptop pouch or iPad pouch, and these are totally configurable to your setup here. First and foremost, my camera attached to the Canon EF 70-200 f2.8. This is an L series lens, image stabilizer, and this is the Mark II. This is mated to the Canon EOS 6D Mark II. The reason why I got the 6D Mark II for landscape shoots is because of the flip out screen. So this is actually Canon's first full frame camera with a flip out screen. Another lens next up is the Canon 24-70. This particular one is the f2.8 as well. This is the L series Mark II. Fantastic lens, well recommended. You need one of these in your kit. Third lens, 16-35. This is the Mark III L 2.8. This is ultra sharp and fantastic for landscape photography if you want to get that full wide image in. Amazing. This one here is the Canon EF 2x extended Mark II. This will extend this particular lens here from 70-200 all the way up to 140-400. So if you want telephoto landscapes, that's another thing to do. Need to put a cap on that. So as you may or may not know, landscape photography is kind of what I do, but it's actually long exposure landscape photography. I've been doing long exposures for many years now, and the kit that I've actually settled on for my filters is a company called Formatt-Hitech. Formatt-Hitech produce world-class ND filters. They're amazing quality, virtually no color cast whatsoever, all the way up to 16 stop. This particular one is the Firecrest. It's a 100mm ND filter holder, which will slot over any of my lenses, various adapters. And then coupled with the circular polarizer, I use that to take out any sun glare or reflections off the surface of the water. Then inside here are all my filters. Hard edge graduated filter, 3-stop, 3-stop ND filter, 6-stop ND filter, 10-stop ND filter, a soft edge graduated filter, and a soft edge reverse graduated filter. I'll go into a little bit more what each filter does and why there's so many different filters in a different video. Always take spare camera batteries with you. 1, 2, 3, and a fourth one. Once it's charged, then I'll put it in a particular pouch, and once it's used, I'll put it into another pouch. Got some accessories here. So this is a bit of a cleaning gear. Best to do that kind of at home. When you're out and about, you might get some dust particles everywhere, so it's always good to clean this stuff indoors. Microfiber cleaning towels, various different cleaning cloths here, and a little brush here which helps clean the lenses at spirit level basically. Various different axes. I can see whether the camera's straight on a tripod if the tripod I'm using doesn't have a spirit level. Little light here. This has actually come off my bike. I thought this was quite convenient. Getting up for sunrises, it's very, very dark as you can imagine, so having an LED light, something that you can clip on to say a hat or a bag or something, is really, really convenient. Talking of hats, I've got this hat here, totally foldable, opens up just into a peak cap here, and stops me from getting burnt basically. This is the Canon macro 100mm f2.8 L series with image stabilizer. I don't use this for landscape photography because, well, it's a macro lens. It's good as a 100mm lens. I personally just don't use it. I've got the 100mm range through the holy trinity of lenses here, so I tend to leave this one at home, but we can go into that in another video. This is a little remote control. I use this for the long exposure shots. Some people use a cable release. I tend to use this particular one. I think purely because I like to know that there's nothing dangling from the camera to potentially introduce any camera shake during the long exposures. This way it's totally wireless. There's a little exposure chart which helps me from Formatt-Hitech. Tells you what your exposure is, and then depending on what ND filter you have on, it will tell you all the way up to a 20 stop ND filter. A little bit of trivia here, 20 stop ND filter, if you had an exposure reading of a minute and you put a 20 stop ND filter on, you want to guess how long it will take? 2 years. Yeah, 2 years to take one photo. So that could be interesting. Another little cleaning gear. This is actually a Formatt-Hitech cleaning cloth here. Beautiful cloth. Got various adapters here to fit various different lenses for the filter holders, which I showed you earlier. Gaff tape, it's always good to have, so you can cover over the viewfinder. It's always good to have. Water bottle, and recommend you always take water with you whenever you go out shooting. And then I've got this tripod here. This is the Manfrotto BeFree 1. This is more of a travel tripod. It folds back on itself like this, and it extends out with a ball head on the top. I use this one when I'm just doing quick trips here and there. If I'm doing a full, very in-depth landscape photography trip, then I'll take the Manfrotto 190CX Pro 3 carbon fiber tripod. As you can see, it's a beautiful bit of kit and very sturdy. It's got a 3-way head on it, you can see, and I actually use that for vlogging at the moment, or when I'm not vlogging I'll use this particular one for vlogging, and then my main one for long exposures. Last but not least, memory cards. Got a little memory card bank here. This is the GoFriend memory card holder. It's an SD card holder. I tend to lay out the memory cards just like this, so I know which is used and which is free. The ones that are face up I put as free and unused. The ones that are used, then I'll put them face down. That way I know what one to grab and what one not to use and what to back up. I also have an iPad Pro 2018 11-inch which I use for on-the-go photo editing on Adobe Lightroom. I tend to put it in here. It's currently at another location at the moment, and I'll also use this with it. This is USB-C to USB 2, you've got another USB-C, you've got HDMI, you've got micro SD, the SD card, USB 3 slots as well. This is by Lenovo, works a treat. I tend to just put the SD card into here, this into the iPad Pro, offload the images, and then that way I've got a backup even when I'm out on the move. So that's about it. That is my kit. I tend to take most of this with me whenever I go traveling. It's always better to have everything with you and not use it than actually go out and see a shot and you think, should have bought that lens or should have bought that bit of kit. I'll provide links to all the kit that I've just gone through in the description, which will take you through to Amazon affiliate links, so you can go out and buy exactly what I've shown you here. And that's what's in my bag. So I hope you like it, and I'll see you again next week.